Welcome to MegazoneCloud's first video service webinar for Asia-Pacific customers. My name is Rosa Ko, Digital Business Development Manager for MegazoneCloud. I'm so glad to have an opportunity to share the insights of the market during the COVID-19 and introduce our video commerce solutions to retailers and also people from various industries who have an interest in leveraging video. So for today's content, I have divided topics for 5 areas. I would briefly introduce about MegazoneCloud first, and after that, I will talk about the key trends of the pandemic era in terms of customers. As the customers' interest moves towards video, we have a couple of references from Korean retail market. We're actively using video response to this change. However, not just retail, but there is a limitless potential of video across the market. So we'll move on to the use cases of video from various industries, non-retail positively or negatively affected by the pandemic. You can learn how those industries use the video for the reboost or an expansion. And I want to close this webinar off with a MegazoneCloud's offering for video commerce. So let me get started with introducing the MegazoneCloud. MegazoneCloud is originally founded in 1998 when the time of internet bubble. We started a web agency, business in email, domain, web server hosting, and so on. Our first entry for the cloud SaaS business started with a partnership with the Google Apps in 2009, which was the first partnership in APAC and Korea also. And we still maintain the first place of Google Apps business partnership in Korea. However, the more serious entry of cloud business was started when we became the very first AWS partner in Korea in 2012. At the time, though AWS Korea office was not even established, we found that globally located cloud service is far more beneficial than leveraging the local data centers in each country while supporting large enterprises like Samsung at the beginning. So we signed up to be the partner of AWS in 2012, and since then, we became the first premium consulting partner in Korea. And at the end of 2018, we are able to spin out the unit of the platform service business, re-establishing the MegazoneCloud as the really digital and cloud-oriented provider with a Series A of $45 million. So, when customers ask about what MegazoneCloud delivers in a perspective of customer value, we summarize our offerings as IPAD, which are infrastructure, platform, application, and data. Our offering has been evolved along with the changing customers' requirements. In early 2012 to 2013, the most of the customer requirements are focused on delivery of the infrastructure, CDN, database, and security. As the maturity of cloud adoption is increased, the customer demand was evolved into the platform demands, which is the cloud native and data management platform, recently DevOps management platform too. And as the large enterprises are adopting cloud, in a mass migration manner, the demands of business application increase, such as SAP and CRM. More and more we found the customers' demands of using cloud were consolidated around taking advantage of vastly available data coming a lot from their own or from external sources. We have a separate data management center, which is focused around at the providing big data analytics, AI, machine learning, etc. So over these 4 IPAD pillars, we provide consulting, optimization, and managed services. And we also provide our own and from our global leading ISV partners SaaS product at the complementary offering. As I mentioned earlier, since 2012, we were the premium partner of AWS with the various proven competencies such as SAP, migration, digital customer experience, financial services, and etc. And we have been recognized in Korea and APAC as the leading partner of AWS, and will still collaborate closely to support customers around the world. And because we have about 8 years of customer management history, our customers ranges from small startups, mid-sized companies, and large legacy enterprises as well, who actually are transforming businesses into the cloud native. So we are excited to provide similar services for the customers in APAC too. Our global offices locations are as follow. We are headquartered in Seoul, Korea. We have offices in APAC region such as Hong Kong, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. And we have large share of business extension in Japan with the office in Tokyo also. Service-oriented office in North America, one in Palo Alto, as well as Toronto. Now let me jump into the key trends of the pandemic era. This will be the opening of our main topic, video commerce, today. Regardless of number or size of the patient's expansion, the pandemic has completely changed the behavior pattern of the people around the world indeed. The consumers are deciding to stay at home and shop online much more than shopping offline. They prefer to zero-touch transaction given the safety concerns. It is so-called the new normal. And according to the McKinsey research, the average of 51% of first-time and regular users answered that they started to use and visit digital channels during the COVID-19. This result strongly implies that the adopting digital channels became a mandatory part of today's business. This changing phenomena is addressable to millennials and Generation Z. Behavior changes too. This young generation actually brings the today's business to focus on the mobile. Millennials and Generation Z are charges about the 50.7% of world population today. And as you can see the right side of the diagram, how they consume the contents on the media is in sharp contrast to baby boomer and Generation X, from TV and PC to primarily in the mobile. So among the digital channels that can be accessed by mobile, what are the popular ones? Needless to say, YouTube and Netflix. And of course, both of them are the video platforms. Then why does the video matter so much? It's because the video is the most powerful medium that connect with the major buying power of the future, millennials and Generation Z, and people started to using digital channels for daily life. People are now starting to recognize the video as the main source of information. It is not a surprise that not only the young generation, but also the adults answer that YouTube is very important for helping them to understand things that are happening in the world. Did you know that about 1 in 5 adults in US answered so? In conclusion, both the pandemic and customer drivers are forcing the today's business to rethink the engagement model with the customers. For organizational perspective, growth and resiliency is the primary focus, as well as flexibility and agility to customers. Upon the pure customer's perspective, because of the pandemic, health challenges, and being far more effective in engaging in the everyday experience, from shopping to knowledge acquisition, in addition to being anytime and anywhere gratification. Literally, the video becomes one of the primary sources of everything. Now, guess which industries they're using video the most actively? It is a retail. Among Korean retailers, leveraging the video is the main trend. From now on, we'll call leveraging the video in the retail as video commerce. To provide with you a macro view of Korean retail market first, these are the 3 key phenomena I want to share with you. 2019 is a very significant year for the Korean retail market because it has been primarily a large retailer offline business driven, but in 2019, the e-commerce revenue finally exceeded the large retailer offline revenue, which are the conglomerate of the Shinsegae, Lotte, and etc. So by 2019, the revenue hit $16.9 billion. One of the largest market-leading retailer, E-Mart, has recorded its first ever quarterly loss. It is a really significant change in the Korean retail market. And as the e-commerce is very fastly evolving, the next morning delivery becomes the new way of satisfying the customer. And new e-commerce opportunities for early market delivery has opened the door, such as a new digital native company called Curly, which is very equivalent of the Amazon Fresh. And their next morning delivery is expanded to much of other items as well. And currently, Curly is the best-scoring e-commerce in Korea. Another interesting phenomena in fashion and apparel retail market, which used to be seen as the primary channel for the shoppers. Fashion and retail market is stagnant even before 2019, all the way down to 2015. So at a high level, these are the summaries of macro trends in Korean retail market. And now, let's see how these trends impact the video commerce in Korea. Korea's video commerce, especially the live commerce, is blooming now. The market size is expected to be about 3 billion in 2020 and expected to grow about triple by 2023. And the pandemic really accelerates this growth. On that, at the left bottom of the screen, you're seeing some of the leading brands. Some of them are legacy department stores, as well as the online. All of them are rushing to implement the video commerce, live commerce services in specific for market expansion. And the growth rate of live commerce is expected to be about 50% year-over-year from eBest Investment Research Center perspective. Then why video commerce? As I mentioned earlier, the interest of the customers has been shifted. From customers' perspective, watching a live streaming or on-demand video now became the new shopping behavior. And from the retailer's perspective, it is a new channel to grow the commerce. Also, this interactive experience really giving the immersion to the customers, as well as the more data by analyzing the data to provide much better product and services. Lastly, unified and personalized experience really become a competitive edge for all of the retailers. So the video commerce is not an option anymore. It is a mandatory requirement for all of the retailers in Korea. Let's take a look at how the Korean retailers adopting video commerce. There are actually 3 different types depending on their strategic intent. But the primary trend is launching their own live commerce streaming service, following the success of the early movers. Randy, Styleshare, Timon, Sheila Duty Free Shop, Shinsegae, these are some of the leading e-commerce on and off retailers who are trying to be a game changer by launching their own live streaming services on their platforms and providing the new commerce channels. Hyundai and SSG, who are very large companies in a department store sector, are trying to approach to video commerce little more synergistically with the partners. Large commerce providers are trying to test near-term monetization in the market and balance their offline revenue and online revenue with video commerce. And some of these digital natives, 11th Street, We Make Price, are testing this video commerce as promotional way of leveraging existing social video platform. So, what is really important to launch a new video commerce service? First of all, it is definitely a strategy. Whether your company's strategy is implementing a video commerce service and providing the holistic customer experience, then what will be the content to provide this new service? That's going to be very important too. But in order to make it possible, we have to be really considering the solution that can actually provide the services today and prepare for your business tomorrow. Running a reliable, scalable, and cost-effective platform. Once it becomes a stabilized operation, you need to take in consideration of leveraging the data and extend it to AI and machine learning to improve your product and services later. Now, here are our customer cases. A global top 5 duty-free retailer in Korea decided to incorporate video commerce features on its commerce platform in line with trends in the social media. The customer requirements are to maximize the monetization opportunities, to become a fast mover of live commerce, to customize live streaming architecture and configuration. Also, they found the using video to capture the interest of the customers more expanded and broader. So they have to partner with the MegazoneCloud and AWS to design live streaming architecture optimized in mobile environment fastly. They design live streaming service. This is the short snapshot of the being deployed with the combination of live streaming video and VOD. It enables some influences to live broadcast using mobile app, and shoppers are able to watch it at shopper site mobile app immediately. This provides the dynamic contents to people. The next customer case is Styleshare. Styleshare is one of the examples of customers who introduced media into commerce very quickly. They were developing their own front-end, management page, and apps as a team unit, and they were able to serve the areas that could be troubled by considering hardware in unfamiliar area of media or various vendor technologies by using AWS media easily. The main customer requirements are be the first mover in the market and adding streaming and VOD on product details on AWS native media services, and the automation of the entire workflow too. This is a case where detailed technical discussions were held with the MegazoneCloud media service team at several meetings, followed by training and technical support to design and even internalize a media architecture. As a successful case of customer support, depending on the size, media service offerings may be used, but at all small scale, customers have the advantage of being able to configure them with the support of MegazoneCloud. Today, they have this shopping video and interactive live streaming commerce very active, and show extensive growth in terms of the size of the registered users, as well as the revenue from the e-commerce. So is the video only adaptable to the retail sector? Surely not. Video has the limitless potential across the industries. From now on, we'll go through the non-retailers' use cases. We're going to take a look at the use cases by industries that are outperformed and underperformed during the pandemic. So the closure of the cities and towns around the world impacted the market. To the businesses which are contactless and online focused, these 2020 was the opportunities such as e-commerce, e-learning, food delivery, remote healthcare, and so on. On the other hand, the businesses who are operating physically and offline focused are suffering from the pandemic. As you know well, fitness, travel, performing arts, restaurants, and traditional retail are those. The reason for video adoption for non-retailers is not that different from the retailers. They also need new channels to grow, interactive engagement, and unified and personalized experience. And with video, those needs can be met. However, since the out and underperformed industries are in a different situation, their video strategies may vary. Outperformed industries want to keep expanding by offering new digital customer experience and visual experience. I would like to introduce the automotive companies that have created new company branding and content channels in response to recent changes in behavior of customers who selectively view videos of interest to avoid advertising or promotional videos first. Hyundai, a global automotive company, is launching a media platform called Channel Hyundai to present a new digital customer experience. At Channel Hyundai, the customers can find 3 types of contents: live, on-demand, and interactive video are those. Major events, such as launching the new model events and motor shows, are offered live video. A variety of automotive-related content, for example, influencers review or travel content, is available on-demand video. In addition, interactive video allows the customers to experience new car models with an immersive user experience. In food delivery sector, not just providing the image, but with video, giving users a sense of immersion and increase the order efficiently would be expected. Here's the best practice of South Korean food delivery application, 배달 민족, which has the largest number of users in Korea. The company launched the What Should I Eat tab on its application and giving customers a fresh experience of food, and linked the video with the order button to aim for rising of the CTR. Healthcare companies can bring the customers to their platform and lock in them with videos too, especially beyond the communication in voice or text. By adopting the live face call and streaming video, the patients and doctors can communicate in a more efficiently and increase the customer satisfaction at the same time. various health-related contents can be produced in video so that customers could stay on the platform longer. We need to take a note of how the fitness takes the advantage of the video recently. Because of the lockdown, fitness clubs around the world were forced to shut down. In this situation, transition to online was inevitable at first. So using VOD, they started to hold personalized fitness courses for members and give instructors feedback. Also, with a live streaming video, open the small classes with multiple interactive features to enhance the user experience. Though the stay-at-home drove the fitness to negative situations, but now the table has turned, and it seems that the golden age of at-home fitness is before them. The travel and performance industry, which suffered a lot from the pandemic, are also rapidly introducing video. They have transformed the products into virtual experience products. For example, live guide tours and live performances, which we have been only able to go to or experience in the touristic destination and auditorium. Hotels and restaurants previously using online channel for reservation, or just promoting their service and products with an image and text on their official website in general. But lately, the hotels have been using video to introduce hotel rooms and to promote room packages. In the restaurant industry, recipe video is made and actively shared online and by developing the meal kit and promoted at live commerce as well. Yes, there is a change in the way both industries promote their services and products using video. It's a great source of interest for customers and great opportunity for hotels and restaurants to broaden their promotion channels. So until now, we've been going through the other forms of video adoption in non-retail industries. Video commerce for retailers and various video adoption cases for non-retailers to overcome obstacles and expand their businesses. It seems that the video is the best way to respond to unprecedented changes in recent days. And in a closing note, I want to quickly talk about the MegazoneCloud offerings quickly, adopt the video commerce and accelerate the revenue. We have two offerings. If you're interested in solving the technical challenges through the consulting and building from the scratch of the AWS Media Service portfolio, we have Media Architecture, Design and Implementation Service team. We'll provide the bespoke AWS Media Architecture, Design and Implementation Service upon your business requirements. One thing to notice, this webinar is actually streaming on the architecture of AWS and AWS Media Services, designed by MegazoneCloud's Media Service team. Surprise? We also have a product 100% built on AWS infrastructure, so that you do not have to repeat the basic but necessary service development, including the serverless video content and management data collection. Let's first look at our media architecture design and implementation service offering. With extensive media and cloud experiences, our media professional service team delivers cloud-native media service by designing AWS Media Service Architecture, automating video pipelines, and providing cloud-based media consulting. And let's talk about the MegazoneCloud product a little bit more in detail. This video service and infrastructure management platform called CloudPlex Media. A lot of customers who want to deploy the media service and aim for video-based e-commerce are thinking about the efficient operation and thinking about the scalability and quick adoption on their existing AWS infra architecture. So CloudPlex Media is AWS optimized and built exactly for that purpose. With CloudPlex Media, you can provide various media basis features such as VOD, live streaming, chattings, and e-commerce. As a backend system, it has essential functions from content acquisition, media processing, assets and content management, channel, and analysis. Every function is provided with API, which allows quick and easy integration with edge services in existing system. These functions come from the latest technology of AWS services, enables complete serverless architecture, maximizing the benefit of the cloud. The key features are content acquisition, media processing, content management, live channel management, and analysis built on AWS infrastructure and media engine. So, from the perspective of video service requirements, the customer's needs in quick launch and potentially starting from the local and expanding out to the multi-regions by scaling platform based on the demand, as well as the new addition of services and business models guarantee the quality. Cloudplex Media meets these demands as the prepackaged online video platform with a really high flexibility of features. As it was a long story, we need to summarize today's webinar as follows. First, let's take a look at the key trend that I mentioned at the beginning. Pandemic factor increase preference on zero touch and boost the inflow into digital channels. The mobile preference of the younger generation, the future major buyers, has led to a surge in video consumption, becoming the main medium and channel. The part that the retailers and non-retailers who are watching these videos can take away, in line with these trends, are as follows. In retail, video is a new channel for commerce, increasing interactive engagement, and leading to a rise in revenue with unified and personalized experience. Non-retailers can adopt video as a strategy for switch to virtual experience products, expanding the promotion channels and offering the new and immersive customer experience to cope with the challenges from the pandemic. And how MegazoneCloud can help? With media architecture design and optimizing services, we provide a bespoke video commerce based on your business requirements. For customers who are aiming for operational efficiency, we have prepackaged video content management platform, Cloudplex Media, a SaaS product. Everyone, thank you so much for being with us today. If you have any further questions, please contact us at our video commerce page. I hope we can meet you again. Stay safe